The Childhood Development Initiative, or CDI, began implementing a Restorative Practices programme in Tallaght, Dublin in 2010. Restorative Practices, or RP, help us to actively build good relationships, prevent the escalation of conflict, resolve conflict in a healthy manner, and repair harm when wrongdoing has occurred. This video shows how a restorative meeting can help to resolve a workplace conflict. It is a reenactment of a real-life incident of conflict between two youth workers in Tallaght, and the meeting is facilitated by one of their colleagues. All three participants had undertaken RP training with CDI before having this meeting.
Girls, thanks for coming today. As you know, I've been asked to meet with you to discuss some of the difficulties that you've been having with a report your manager's asked you to complete. So I met with you separately to discuss how today's going to run through. Do you have any questions before we begin?
No.
Okay, I might come to you first, Rachel. Can you tell me in your own words what's happened?
We have a report due for our manager, and I've had to do all of the work. I've had to complete the majority of the report, and Sarah hasn't helped at all. I'm just really frustrated and tired and annoyed.
And what were your thoughts at the time?
Just I can't understand why she won't help. There's so much of it to do and I've had to do it all. I'm just getting really, really upset and frustrated about it.
Okay, and what have your thoughts been since?
I just can't understand why she hasn't helped. And it's just really, really hard to come into work and do all the extra hours to try and get it done.
And how has this affected you and maybe some other people?
I'm really tired. As I said, it's taken hours outside of work to complete the report, and I'm just really frustrated every time I see Sarah. I just can't understand why she won't help.
And what has been the hardest thing for you?
Just all of the extra work that I've had to complete, and it doesn't seem fair. We were supposed to share it and it's supposed to be completed between us.
Okay, thanks Rachel. I'm going to speak to Sarah now and I'll come back to you in a while. Okay Sarah, so you've heard what Rachel's had to say. Can you tell me in your own words what's happened?
We were given a report by our manager to share between us, and Rachel came out and she divided it up, but I didn't know how to do half the report. So I got some of it done, but I haven't finished my part because I actually don't know how to do it. I've never done the report before, but Rachel has, so it's just kind of frustrating and I'm not really sure how to approach her about it.
Okay, and what were your thoughts at the time?
Just really upset and kind of frustrated because I know I could do the report if she just helps me out with a few areas.
And what have your thoughts been since?
I'm still really upset about it because it's due in a week or two, and this is my first report, so I don't want to be late in with it. So I'm just really frustrated and upset about it.
And how has this affected you and maybe other people?
When I'm going home and I'm just really upset, I'm talking to my family and friends and just saying the job is brilliant, but this report is making me really worried about the job, and if it doesn't get in on time, my manager might question my ability to do it. So it's really upset.
And then what has been the hardest thing for you?
Not knowing how to approach Rachel and not getting the work done and just feeling like this at work.
Okay, thanks Sarah. I'll come back to you in a minute. Rachel, you've heard what Sarah's had to say. Is there anything you wanted to add at this point?
I suppose I didn't realise that Sarah wasn't able to complete the report. I thought she just wasn't willing to.
Okay.
So I kind of can see her perspective now.
Is there anything you'd like to add, Sarah, there?
Yeah, I didn't know Rachel thought I was just not doing it because I just didn't want to do it. I actually really want to learn how to do it properly.
Okay, great. Rachel, what do you think needs to happen next?
I think we should just sit down together and go through the whole report and complete it from this point on together.
How does that sound? Is there anything else you'd like to add?
No, and I'm really happy to do that.
Okay, so what you both agreed is that maybe perhaps after this meeting that you'll arrange a time for you both to come together to divide the report out separately. Rachel, maybe you can explain to Sarah some of the parts that she doesn't understand. Is that okay? Does anyone want to add anything else?
No, that's great.
Yeah,
okay.
that's perfect.
Great.